All right, and just like that, I mean, we got the leader of the Halle band here. You know,
Mm-hmm.
we asked the question a few weeks ago: Is Tyrese an actual superstar? And this guy just keeps finding ways to make big moments in the playoffs. What way to get your name out there in the households by just keep making plays? And if you weren't watching the game last night, we here to talk about it. So if you don't know or you've been under a rock, the Pacers stole game one against the OKC Thunder. The score was 111 to 110. And some would say a thrilling fashion, or if you're a Knicks fan, you like, well, we've seen this before. Tyrese hit a dagger with zero point 0.3 seconds left.
Ooh.
Joe, we know you were doing it on our face, so we're gonna save you a little bit of time. And I'm gonna ask you,
Okay.
Carl, tell me about that game.
Okay, cool, cool. We're gonna go to
And
the leader
Tomo
of
be
the
coming like, "Ah!" He's
we're gonna go to the leader of the Holly Bomb for the first. Okay,
Let's
I
get
feel
it.
it. You said the Knicks said they've seen this, right? So have the Bucks and the
mm,
Cavs.
mm,
This is now four straight series where the Pacers have hit a game-winning shot, and
ooh.
it's all by the same guy, Tyrese Halliburton. Layup to end the series. I've seen that before with Dame twice, but Tyrese said I can do it too. Gamed them. Cavaliers. Oh, I missed the free throw. I might have did that on purpose. Give me the ball back. Bang. I think that was what, right wing. And then the Knicks. Granted, it could have been a three, but it sent it to OT. Boom. Did the choke. I can't remember where he actually. I think he had a game winner on another joint, but beside the point. Then you got last night. Give me the ball. No timeout. We down one. I got us. I'm gonna go from the left side of the court to the right side of the court on Kason Wallace, a really great defender. Pull up, bang, in his grill, point three. He does this. He's clutch. This is him. He keeps doing it time after time. And I told AJ when y'all were live on Unfazed, you keep saying it's fluke, but they do it every time. Eventually, you can't say it's fluke and you got to give them props. Now, I did him on Unfazed. Finally, give them their props last night. But like, you have to. It just is what it is. Now, the crazy thing about game one, while I was watching, is I'm pretty sure everybody had this thought. Pacers was turning the ball over left and right, and the Thunder weren't up huge. The most they got up was what, 14, 15, but that was like later on in the game.
Mm-hmm.
They normally go up 20, 20 plus. You turn the ball over like the Pacers did. They had what, 18 turnovers in the first half?
19.
19. There we go. That normally spells a 20-point blowout for the Thunder. But yeah, I think at halftime they were down what, 10, 12, something like that. And they just kept staying at bay, kept finding ways to hit big threes. At one point, I know the Thunder were hitting threes and the Pacers coming back right down matching. And I think one time, I think Alex Caruso hit a big three. Then Nembhard hit a three. Then SGA hit a three. Then I want to say Aaron Nesmith hit the three right back. It was just like they're not letting the Thunder take this game into blowout territory. And they kept fighting and kept fighting. And then Andrew Nembhard did SGA crazy on the left side of the
Mink,
wing.
mink, mink.
Man, he did him dirty. That made it what, a 3-point game? And then boom, SGA missed the shot to go up three. Halliburton made it two to win the game. So the Pacers just have this knack of staying in the game no matter what type of game it is, for the most part, because we have seen them get blown out before. Um, but man, this was a huge win for the Pacers. You still home court advantage in a game that you should not have won, in a game you did not play the best basketball. You actually probably played one of your worst games in terms of turning the ball over and things like that. And you still found a way to win. So great steal by the Pacers.
Joe?
Yeah, that was a great steal by the Pacers. And I don't know if y'all remember when I did my when I we went over this with Ty, I mentioned how the turnover is gonna be key. Indiana has to take care of the ball. They did not in the first half. They had 19 turnovers in the first half. But what I can commend the Pacers for doing is they're getting back in transition defense, not allowing points or turnovers. OKC forced 25 turnovers yesterday. They normally average 18 a game. They force 18 turnovers a game. In those 18 turnovers a game they force, they average 23 and a half points a game just off of turnovers. Yesterday, they forced 25 and only had 11. That's really good. They held on to 11 points on turnovers. And also, although the Pacers had 19 in the first half, in the last 18 minutes of the game, they only had 3 turnovers. They took care of the ball in the second half. They did a great job with that. Another thing I mentioned, remember I said OKC, they give up a lot of rebounds. Remember I mentioned that? They give up a lot of rebounds. And like O said in the chat, they are rebounding OKC 56 to 39. Just off the missed shot by SGA, Neesmith got that rebound over, I think it was Casey Wallace. He snagged that rebound to get it to Halliburton. And so if I'm looking at this as a Pacers fan, I'm saying to myself, like, yo, we shot 47%. We shot well. Our defense held it down. We only allowed 39% from the field. But we had all these turnovers, which killed the game for real. So they don't really have an answer for SGA. I think SGA, they did a good job with him early in the game. He was missing a lot of shots. J-Dub, I felt like the game against Denver, game 3. Oh, this man feeling good. Let's do a big hold up.
Hey man, let's hope that's not a typo. You ain't accidentally hit an extra 9.
All right, I read it.
I
was looking at it. I never seen this color, you know. I was like,
I was like, hey, I feel like an OKC fan out there.
I thought I was tripping.
Thank you,
shout
Ty.
out to my. Go ahead. You guys go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying thank you, Ty. Go ahead if you got it.
Oh.
Look, we don't know what to do.
And we need the Pacers win. Oh, you know, I want you my picks to the Pacers.
Hey, no. You stay over there. Stay right there.
Hey, Tomo.
Hold on.
So, shout out to my boy Tyrone, TYP, co-host of In the Red Corner. $49.99 super chat. Halliburton is a superstar. Shout out to the Kings. Holly, the clutchest player in the playoffs. But 3 more to go. SGA, PGA, Weebay, Pacers, and 6. Yeah. OKC better win games 2 or is Pacers in 5.
Donations.
Wow.
Get it.
The first 4 words. Well,
Halliburton is a superstar.
First 9, because we don't see this if the Kings don't make that trade.
That is true. But go ahead, Joe. Were you done?
No, I'm not done. I'm sorry.
That one.
I agree with that too.
Well, but I do want to talk about. Sorry, I do want to talk about the last sequence of the game.
Do your thing.
SGA got to make that. You got to make it. You know, I know AJ on the live show, he said, you make some, you miss some. I get it, but it's NBA Finals, baby. You got to make that because you missed and Halliburton came down and made it. So, but I think that this loss, I'm going to get to it with the next topic. Go ahead.
Okay, because I was about to say you sound like you about to start touching on Are They in Trouble, and that's coming up in just a second. But for me, watching this game, Carl, you kind of took. You swept my leg. You swept the win from up. You snatched the rug from up under me right there because I was gonna say the 4 daggers that he put into this and throughout this playoff run because Tyrese Halliburton is showing people that hey, I went up against the clutchest player. You all voted him the clutchest player in the NBA, but I'm just showing you in the clutches of the clutchest moments that I am the clutchest player in the NBA right now. Y'all said I was overrated, and I'm yet and still setting ratings and setting bars by making plays because this is what he's just been doing this whole playoff run. As I was watching that game, I was with y'all. I'm looking at it, I'm like, man, if the Pacers can get a few stops, they can get back in this game because it was like the third going in, the second. I watched the second quarter going into the third, and then I was on the road coming back home, and I was just driving like the Pacers can't lose this game, bro. They can't lose this game because the way they've been playing is going to be a gut punch, and Carlisle going to have to go back, look at the tablet, and find so many different ways to make something shake because SGA is unstoppable, bro. It was like every time he got the ball, he was like, he's going to score. Every time he got the ball, he was just like, he's not going to miss until that big miss. And then it was like, uh-oh, here's the moment. And Tyrese said, give me the ball. And as the good joke would say, Shaq said, give me the ball, I'm going to dunk it. He said, give me the ball, and I'm going to shoot it. And whatever happens after that, it just happens. But, man, let's talk about OKC a little bit. I'm ready to talk about OKC because
Taliban.
The Pacers needed a game.
I do want to give a shout out to Ray Carlisle. He mentioned because during the review, when they reviewing the play with like a minute left, and he mentioned like, "Yo, we're not if they miss, we're not calling timeout." You know, he told the Pacers that, and they went and got the bucket. So
That review too. That was a moment.
You said
Like,
what?
when Pascal was like, he's like, he touched me. He's all like, nah. You
That's one thing that irritates me.
I mean, I feel like it could have been a foul, but I think it wasn't.
Not in the playoffs. Not in the finals.
Yeah, it was marginal contact. It's funny because when the referee came out and announced the ruling, he didn't even mention nothing about the foul. He just said,
"No, he did. He did.
He did.
He did. So he said it was marginal contact, but I think he said something like along the lines of the other player touched him too. It was basically like a cancellation. He mentioned it. It was brief.
I thought he just came out and said it appears that Siakam was the last person to touch the ball.
He said it after that. He did.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, like that irritates me. Like, bro, you know it's out on you. You know you was barely touched. Like, stop it. It worked out because they got a coachable moment out of it. But it irritates me so much when players be asking for a review and like you did wrong, but you just want to make it seem like one, they have people that look that over. Like that's their literal job to be like, yeah, challenge that, or no, don't challenge that. And two, bro, if you lose your challenge due to you being salty, I can't challenge if we need it later.
Exactly. That's the kill right there. I think it was Nick Wright that said something about that, right? It was he wanted to change the rule. I forgot what he said verbatim, but he said when players do it, I think you should like lose a timeout. Again, I don't know.
Basically, they should be able to call challenges too.
The players should be able to.
No, God, please, no.
Yeah,
no.
That's what it was. That's what it was. Because
the whole point of that is like they will stop doing this.
No, I'm sorry. No, they won't. They just gonna do it even more.
Or if you don't have a challenge and you do it, that's free throws.
Oh, it's like Chris Webber, right?
College basketball. Chill out. College basketball.
That's what he said.
They're adopting that. I mean, I'm all for the Michigan slander, so believe me. But in college basketball for the NIT, they went to that system instead of under 2 minutes. No, yeah, under 2. I think it's normally under 2 minutes. They'll look at it. Instead, you get a challenge. Now, if you win, you keep it. You lose, you lose it. Now you can challenge again, but if you lose, it's a technical foul. They shoot free throws.
I like that.
I like that.
I
got a question for y'all before we move on to OKC. Dang. It just went out my head. It just went away. What in the world? Oh man.
You'll probably think about it when we go to the next topic.
Man, let's get it.
Watch as we move on to the next topic. Of course, we got to talk. We're talking about the winner, so we got to talk about